All right, here we are, week 10. These are the guys you want to look out for on the waiver wire. Look, you may need a quarterback. There's a bunch of teams on a bye again. So here's the deal. Ryan Fitzpatrick is still out there in like 34% in each Yahoo and ESPN leagues. Baker Mayfield, hey, at least it'll be entertaining. You know, with one of these guys, if you don't get penalized for interceptions, it's not that big a deal as a bye week fill-in. But Baker Mayfield's available in 62% of Yahoo and ESPN leagues. Alex Smith still available in about half. Look, he had 300 yards versus Atlanta. He's got Tampa coming up next. He's going to light it up for another 300. Get somebody on a bye. This could be the guy to jump on. And Nick Mullins, he's going to get at least one more start here. And I think he did pretty good. He's available in like 97% of Yahoo leagues, 99% of ESPN leagues. Look at the schedule coming up here. He had Oakland, then he's got the Giants, then he has the bye, but then he has Tampa. It's very quarterback friendly, and if he continues to play at that level, who knows? Maybe this is a guy who's a surprise guy who takes your team from the cellar to the playoffs to the championship. Mike Davis is available in a handful of leagues, but not many. And you know what? With Carson dealing with that hip, there's a very good likability that he's going to be starting this week. So look for Mike Davis, available in about 25% of Yahoo and ESPN leagues. Duke Johnson, look, the running back coach, Freddie Kitchens, took over for Todd Hurley at the offensive coordinator. He's going to get Duke Johnson more involved. He was vocal about that, and it was kind of hushed down, and that's why Duke Johnson wasn't more involved. That's what it comes down to. He's available in about half the Yahoo and ESPN leagues, so go out there and snatch him up. Ito Smith, this is a guy who had 60 yards, 40 yards, a touchdown. You know, each of his last couple weeks, he's doing a little something there. So he's available in 56% of Yahoo leagues and 69% of ESPN leagues. And Elijah McGuire's available in a bunch of leagues. He was 7 of 30 and 3 for 37 on the receptions, 86% availability in Yahoo, 91% availability in ESPN. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. This guy's available in 60% of Yahoo leagues and 80% of ESPN leagues. Look, for the past like 4 games, all he's had is like 10 plus passes. He's had 10 plus receptions, touchdowns. This guy's a machine. He's the guy that's going to start opposite of Devontae Adams. Make sure you snatch him up if he's available. Cortland Sutton is on the bye. If you can be patient, he's the beneficiary that Demaryius Thomas trade out of there. But Adam Humphries is available in 98% of Yahoo leagues, 97% of ESPN leagues. He's had a couple touchdowns. His targets the last couple weeks, 9, 10, 8. Oh, what happened the last couple weeks? Fitzmagic is back. Fitzmagic to Humphries. Go ahead and pick him up if you need to, maybe for a week. Anthony Miller, this is a good one right here. And might I remind you, he's got Detroit coming up. Detroit gets lit up in the slot, and that's where they're going to line up Anthony Miller. So get you some of that. He's available in 89% of Yahoo leagues, 90% of ESPN leagues. And then you know what? Quincy Enunwa, 88% availability in Yahoo, 86% in ESPN. At the beginning of the year, he and Sam Darnold seemed to be gelling. He had the injury, not so much, slow to come back. Look for that gel to continue. Look for him with Buffalo coming up next. That should be a good week for Enunwa. Jack Doyle. Look, I know it may be the balancing act with Jack Doyle and Eric Ebron. Well, right now it looks like Jack Doyle's going to win that. And either way, you know, 60 yards, 88. This is a guy who's available to get you that week without a tight end. This is the guy who's available to maybe surprise everybody. Go get you some Jack Doyle. Chris Herndon, he's available in 88% of Yahoo leagues, 87% of ESPN leagues. This guy's been scoring touchdowns. He's been the more consistent receiver for the Jets, if I can say those two things in the same sentence. Ben Watson, 40% availability in Yahoo, 52% in ESPN. He's going to put up a small number, maybe 3 or 4 targets, maybe 60, 70 yards, and a touchdown. That's the important thing. Ben Watson getting it done. At Cincinnati coming up, the old man, what is he, 105? He's getting it done, and there's no argument about that. For more information like this, go to HallOfFameFantasyFootball.com and win.